Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So let's break down the 6 darkest techniques, not to glorify them, but to expose them. And trust me, the 6th one will absolutely blow your mind. Technique number 1, love bombing. This is when someone overwhelms you with affection, attention, compliments, promises, and intensity. Not because the connection is deep, but because the goal is to create emotional dependence fast. At first, it feels magical. But here is the dark part. The speed is the strategy. Real trust grows over time. Manipulative attachment tries to skip time. Because once you become emotionally invested, the manipulator has something powerful: your hope. And hope is one of the easiest emotions to weaponize. Keep in mind, the person is not just giving you affection. They may be building the leash they plan to pull later. Technique number 2, gaslighting. The second technique is one of the most psychologically destructive: gaslighting. This is darker than lying. A liar hides the truth. A gaslighter attacks your ability to trust your own mind. Once someone can make you distrust your own memory, they no longer need to control every event. They only need to control your interpretation of it. Technique number 3, intermittent reinforcement. Now we get into one of the most addictive techniques of mind manipulation: intermittent reinforcement. Why is that dark? Because unpredictability creates obsession. One day they are warm. The next day they are cold. Sometimes they praise you. Sometimes they ignore you. Sometimes they give attention just when you are about to pull away. And your brain starts chasing the reward. Not because it is healthy, because it is uncertain. Uncertainty creates fixation. You stop living in reality and start living in anticipation. Remember, a predictable reward gives comfort. An unpredictable reward can create addiction. Technique number 4, triangulation. In relationship psychology, triangulation is when a manipulator brings in a third person to create pressure, jealousy, insecurity, or false validation instead of dealing with you directly. This sounds like, even they agree with me. My ex understood me better. Everyone thinks you're overreacting. Notice the pattern. The manipulator is not solving the issue. They are changing the emotional battlefield. Now you are not just discussing the problem, you are defending your worth, your status, your sanity. Remember, when someone cannot win through truth, they often try to win through pressure. Technique number 5, DARVO. The 5th technique is one of the most ruthless. Psychologist Jennifer Freed defines DARVO as deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. A pattern in which a wrongdoer denies the behavior, attacks the person confronting them, and then casts themselves as the real victim. This is a master technique because it flips reality fast. You confront them. They deny it. Then they attack your character. Then suddenly, they are the wounded one, and you are defending yourself. In seconds, accountability disappears. Remember, the darkest manipulators do not just escape blame. They make you feel guilty for noticing. Technique number 6, coercive control and isolation. The 6th technique is not one moment. It is a system. The manipulator starts separating you from people who think clearly. They make you question friends, avoid family, second-guess support, depend on them emotionally. Why? Because isolated people are easier to program. When outside voices disappear, the manipulator's voice grows louder. When your world gets smaller, their control gets bigger. This is the darkest technique in the video because it does not just influence your mind in one conversation. It changes the environment around your mind, and whoever controls your environment can slowly shape your reality. Remember, the final stage of manipulation is not confusion. It is dependence. If you understand these patterns, you become harder to control. In the comments, tell me this. Which dark psychology technique do you think is the most dangerous? Love bombing, gaslighting, intermittent reinforcement, triangulation, DARVO, or coercive control. If this video changed the way you see people, subscribe to NeuroWhisper X.